Hello everyone, welcome to my review on the YueYing from YueYing. A little bit of background on this cube. It is based off the YueYing and the YueYing, which will be very obvious when I show you the mechanism a bit later. It was designed by the same guy, and from what I heard from YueYing's Facebook page, they kind of started him up as his own company, and that's why it comes in a different box. It's slightly slower turning style than a lot of the 3x3s we've seen from YueYing lately, but this is something that I like. It forces me to turn controllably and not overshoot or undershoot. It's actually pretty nice solving. It is not quite as light of feeling as the YueYing and the YueYing are. The only reason I stopped using the YueYing as my main was it was just too light, and I wanted a cube with a bit more sturdiness to it. So the corners are squared off on the top, and some people have been modding those, but it's slightly unnecessary as it is hollow underneath, which allows the corner cutting to still be pretty good. The edges are very similar to the YueYing, they just have a bit more of this track hollowed out for less friction. Those squared off corners don't affect the corner cutting because they're hollow underneath, so it goes over. It just can't touch the centerpiece, so it doesn't get in the way of corner cutting at all. The regular corner cutting, it can do 45 degrees. You can hear a decent snap when corner cutting regularly, but it's really not that hard to do, and it turns through the little cuts very nicely. The stickers on this cube are not fitted to this cube specifically, so if that bothers you, you might look into replacing them with normal stickers on the outside and then fitted stickers on the centers and edges. By word of mouth, before I got this cube, I heard that it wasn't that good and a lot of people didn't like it. So I wasn't expecting too much when I got it, and so I was pleasantly surprised to get this cube and have it be controllable, yet so I can do as fast as turning on this as I can on any other cube. The only issue I have with this cube is the corner caps. Sometimes they can pop off, and that's not real great. I've only had that happen once during an actual solve, so it's not really that big a deal out of hundreds that I've done on it. It's not something to worry about too much, but if it really bothers you, they're pretty easy to glue down, and it won't make a difference on turning if you do glue them down. However, I would not recommend modding these corners because they prevent the corner twists from happening, which is something I've never had on this cube because it makes it really hard with those squared off corners, and they don't touch anything, so they can only benefit the cube. That is just about it. You can get this cube on cubes4speed.com. It's very reasonably priced for what you're getting. I have a competition coming up in just a few days, and I've been using this cube to practice for it a lot because I get the same times that I do on any other cube, and it just feels so much more in control while I use it. So that is it for me today. We've reached that part of the video where I leave, and then I thank everybody so very much for watching. Goodbye.